through. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Thank you guys for tuning in to Anonymously Ari every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we deliver celebrity tea as well as sports tea, and we discuss any videos, that might have went viral that week. So I want to go ahead and bring up our special guest for this segment, so they can go ahead and introduce themselves. And of course, we always do ladies first. So I'm gonna go ahead, Fit, and ask you to introduce yourself. Let us know where we can find you, and mention anything that you might have going on.
Hey y'all, my name is Fit Too Lit. This is my first time on this show. I've been in the comments or whatever, so thank you, Ari, for having me. I typically stream mainly weekend nights. You can catch me around 10 o'clock Friday and Saturday. You might catch me here and there throughout the week. It just depends on what I got going on, but I just have a lit stream. I just turn up. That's about it.
And she does, and she does. Thank you for coming through and supporting me. Pretty, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Pretty Seductress. Have a twin. Her name Pretty Chocolate. You know, we stream together from time to time. We got a new comedy show coming in here very soon, but I stream whenever I want. She does too.
Okay. Thank you as well for coming through. I appreciate your support. Pitt, go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm Pitt. I'm from New York, Harlem in the building. I'm the host of Ghetto Night School Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm also a co-host of this guy's show right here, Getting Lit Show. Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, you know, I stream when I want to. When I get up, I stream. Sometimes I go all day, or sometimes you won't see me for 2 days. So it's what I feel like doing.
Okay, thank you so much, Pitt, and again, thank you for your support. Last but not least, my amazing co-host, go ahead and introduce yourself, King of Diamonds.
Yo, what's up? Shout out to everybody in the room. Hey, I see what you're doing over here. Co-host with the panel. Shout out to the panel. I'm King of Diamonds. You can call me Kingy. I'm a host of the longest running music showcase show, featured by the app, one of the longest running shows on the app, 2 years running. Yeah, man, we got a lot going on. Make sure y'all tap in with me in the morning, 9 a.m. Me and Rello in the morning, Thursday, 9 a.m. Eastern. But yeah, I'm ready for the show. Ari, what you got over there?
Excuse me. Can we smoke in here?
Off camera, please. Okay, so last week we discussed 50 Cent.
Fuck. The fuck?
Come on, chill out. Okay, so last week we discussed 50 Cent paying child support $6,700 a month, and his son stating that it wasn't enough to live in New York City. So Curtis 50 Cent Jackson has seemingly responded to his eldest son, Marquise Jackson, and his sarcastic offer of paying $6,700 to spend some quality time with him. After Marquise uploaded an Instagram post of himself sitting in front of a spelled out word entitled, social media had a ton of criticism for his gesture. The following day, 50 Cent seemingly responded to the commentary about his monthly child support payment and his son's request for a paid father-son day. Lil Meech responds to 50 Cent's son request for a paid father-son day. And he responded by calling him stupid, which correlated to him calling him stupid as well in his comments the day before. Lil Meech tweeted, "You stupid, I take 5 over there myself. I might even play some games with you," he joked. The child support payment debate stems from Marquise's Instagram live conversation with entrepreneur and former rapper Choke No Joke. He spoke on how his famous relationship with entrepreneur 50 Cent was just inadequate, and him giving him $6,700 a month wasn't adequate for his livelihood living in New York City. 50 Cent, 50 Cent and Marquise Jackson have been at odds for years. During his Instagram Live interview with Van Lathan in 2020, 50 opened up about their strained relationship and suggested that their feud was inherited from Marquise's mother. It is sad and it is a sad situation, he said. When you pray for success, you don't necessarily pray for the things that come with it. It's no such thing as success without jealousy, without envy, or entitlement. His mom developed an entitlement that cannot be met, filtering that energy through his actual personal interests. 50 stated his side of the story days after his son would, I'm sorry, he stated his story days after, days after giving away $6,700 to him just to spend one day and do everything with him that he was never able to do. So my first question is, now that Marcus Jackson has admitted that he wants his father's time, do you think he used that money for clout to bring light to the situation?
I feel like if you can't get his attention no other way, why not? You feel me? Like, you got to remember, we talking about 50 Cent here. He's the clout king. You feel me? Like, he's one person that started off from clout, from dissing other people. You feel me? He made a whole rap song about dissing everybody in the industry. Like, he wanted clout off of that. He wanted everybody to respond to him. So it's in his blood. So I wouldn't think that he wouldn't do it, especially to get his father's attention if he can't get it no other way. The money wasn't enough, but everybody was just looking at him like he's greedy for trying to get more money. No, I'm trying to get this nigga's attention so he could holler at me, so I could be with my father. You feel me? Because I'm sure he's not struggling with $6,700. I live in New York,
Right.
and if I had $6,700, I'd still be having some change left over too. I'm just saying, it ain't that expensive in New York where you can't have a nice apartment with $3,000 of that. You feel me? So that's how I feel like he I'm not gonna say clout, but yeah, because he kind of got the clout, but he also wanted his father's attention. That's how I look at it.
I agree with him. I wouldn't necessarily say it was clout, like you said. Like if that's what it took to get his father's attention, then that's what it took. You know what I'm saying? If he's tried, I don't know if he's tried any other methods, but if he's tried other methods and this is what it took to work, then shit, do what you got to do.
Right.
I agree. I third all that.
Now I'm gonna say, most definitely, I feel like it's the entitlement that, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you ever heard 50 Cent speak about the whole situation, because he finally came out and spoke about it a little bit too. He was saying it's the entitlement that his mom, the mother, you know what I'm saying, had, because he was paying her all this money. So it's like almost like this is what the state has said now, you know, in the matter. And so it's like, what more do you want? You know, so most definitely, I feel like it was for attention. Same time, what kind of, you really want that type of attention? You know what I'm saying? Now you look like a.
So,
Obviously he did.
True.
Obviously he did.
so
He got what he wanted.
that's true. But he
Yeah.
definitely got more than what he wanted, honestly.
Mhm.
So 50 Cent is suggesting that the relationship is strained because of Marquise's mother. So my question is 50 wrong for allowing the mother to come between him and Marcus's relationship?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, because like you said, it's strained because of the mother. What that got to do with him? Like that's like if my baby mother, me and my baby mother go through something right now, and she used the child against me. That's the same. Like that'd be the same. Like nigga, stay in your child's life. You were the father. Like that don't. Me and her relationship ain't got nothing to do with me and your relationship. At the end of the day,
But
me,
the
I'm
kid is
always going
old
to be your
enough.
father.
The
I'm
kid is
always going to
old
be your
enough
father.
to make decisions. She
They're
don't
adults.
need to be in the middle of it. He's big enough and old enough to make his own decisions
How old is
with
he
his
again?
father.
26.
He's 20. He's turning 26 this
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Right.
So come on,
No.
she don't. She just want to be in the middle of it.
She's just trying to get
I
that
agree.
bread.
Mm-hmm.
You know why?
I
Because
agree.
he's old enough for that child support to go to him now. She used to
Mm-hmm.
it coming to her and her
Yep.
taking off what a little bit off the top for her, and she
So now
can't
she
do
ain't
that
getting
no
that
more.
extra change, so now she mad.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Guys
Facts.
believe that a parent should always act as a parent no matter what the age is, whether they're 30, 50, 60 years old? Do you believe that a parent should
Um,
always act as a parent?
I feel like that's when the entitlement thing comes. You feel like I'm entitled to do for you because I'm your parent. And all right, if you messed up and and like number one, I'm gonna be a parent. If me being for my kids, I'm gonna put something in front of you for you to for like a well in front of you for you to drink from. If you don't drink from that, that's not my fault. I did my job. Now here comes the entitlement. People think that you got to come out of pocket to help. No, you don't have to come out of pocket to help. Me putting this well in front of you, giving you something for you to do like that.
Mm-hmm.
What more? Because then I'm taking away from myself. I built something for
Mm-hmm.
myself. I raised you well enough for you to go do this
Do
for
the
yourself.
same.
You
Yep.
shouldn't be at this age. You shouldn't still be doing it. That means
Yep.
you making it look like I did something wrong. Like you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like so
Facts.
that's it. Depends on what like I said. I'm always gonna look out for my kids, but I'm gonna do something. But it's not gonna be coming out my pocket. I mean, I do what I'll come out of my pocket, but it ain't gonna be what you want. Something to help you is if you hungry, I'm gonna feed you. You feel me? I'm always gonna feed you. I'm always gonna have somewhere for you to lay your head. But but you got to get out of here at a certain time,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put something in front of you for you to get right. I even do it for my
Right.
friends in the streets when they messed up. Like you feel me? I'm never gonna leave you out there for you to not like. I'm gonna give you an opportunity basically to get your own money.
Mm-hmm.
And that I feel like
Right.
that's what 50 did. You give it this, you get like even though he gotta pay that, but look at that. That's a lot of freaking money for like I just feel like he wanna live like 50. He wanted if he really was complaining about that 6,000, he just wanted to live like 50. Like, bro, you not 50.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do all those albums. Like you feel what I'm saying?
So I honestly believe it's a little bit of both. I believe he wants to live like his father, but he also wants that time spent with his father. Like he actually wants like a genuine relationship with his father. Um, is he using this as an excuse? I don't know. Maybe he really does feel this way, but I really feel like it's a cry for help when it comes to his father's attention. Um,
At this point, he's grown. So, like Pitt said, like I'm gonna give you the tools and the resources that you need to be on your own. Once you reach a certain age, like you need to be figuring out what you're trying to do with your life. Like
fact.
I love you, but there's a such thing as tough love at the same time. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
babysit
Right.
you because I
Then it's
got
called
you. You know
enabling.
what I'm
Now
saying?
you
You need to
enabling
learn to
that
be
month.
responsible and do your own
Mm-hmm.
thing.
You feel
And
me?
at
Mm-hmm.
25, that is enabling because ain't no
Yes,
way
that is
you're gonna be at
enabling.
home at 25. I was gone at 17, so there's no way
Right.
you're
I
gonna
was
be at
too.
home in no
17,
25.
I was
No, no,
too.
no, no.
That part. That part. That part.
What
Anything you want to add on,
at
Kingy?
17, I had my own apartment.
They
So
really say everything. I'm
Facts.
just over here nodding,
Right.
talking, fiddly, everybody, baby. Pretty was over here talking. I was just, yep, yep. You know,
Right.
yeah, they all on point.
Well, thank you to everyone that just came in. This is Anonymously Ari. We hold it down every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I want to thank my amazing panel for pulling up. We have my co-host, King of Diamonds. We have the beautiful Fit to Lit, Miss Pretty Seductress, and the amazing Pit. Go ahead and make sure you guys all hit them with a fave. We just discussed 50 Cent's response to his son claiming that $6,700 is not enough monthly for him to live or survive in New York City. So now we're going to go ahead and discuss a message that has came up once before, but it has now sparked up attention again. Akon admitted that his brother performed with him as a double at his shows, wherein he was absent. Twins.
That's funny.
Akon is a twin.
No. So what happened was
he's not.
his brother looks like
But
it's his brother.
yeah,
They look alike.
yeah, they look
So
just alike
he was
though.
going getting the bag for him like, okay, I'm Akon. And going and getting the bag for him like, hey, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm Akon
That's
singing
crazy.
all the songs and shit.
Ari, sorry to backtrack, but you didn't talk about the video that 50 made with Tony Yayo.
I want to talk about that. We're going to talk about that later, next week. Okay. So fans have recently reacted to the recording artist Akon admitting that his brother Abu Stein was employed to perform as his double during a show that he could not attend. Akon admitted that he used to employ his brother Abu as his double when he couldn't make it to a show. Let me clear some things up so we all know. Boo was my double. This was before the internet. If you saw Abu in one place, you saw me. You couldn't tell the difference. When Akon first began touring, he says Boo actually started out as his hype man. But Akon eventually had to pass on shows due to time conflicts that came up with what he viewed as the perfect short-term solution. I was like, man, all this money I'm leaving on the table. We cannot leave all this money on the table. And he laughed. As far as singing goes, Akon says his brother did not have that task covered. During the era in which Akon and his brother would perform these stunts, the only way the audience could tell the difference was that Boo would wear a hat and Akon wouldn't, according to the singer. While the situation may be old, it recently resurfaced as many took to Twitter, sharing their thoughts on the whole ordeal. Akon also joked that his brother Omar tried the same thing once without his permission. So my first question is, do you guys think that this is fair to any Akon fans that may have
No,
supported
that's
his
the only thing
concert?
I'm thinking right now is I want my money back.
What
Bitch,
I
the
I
want
want
my
I ain't,
money
I
Pay,
ain't
back.
pay to
you
see
paid
Abu.
for his brother.
Who is Abu?
Abu.
I'm about to act like I was at an
Abu?
Akon concert and call the ticket box right now, like, oh, I need my money back.
He
So,
come out,
Right.
you thinking it's
No.
Akon. He like, hey, Boo and Young G's. Song. Like, who is Abu?
hey, boo.
Oh my God. So we could all fairly agree, like, that's not right. If it's
At
Nope.
all.
not truly you performing, why these tickets, they shouldn't even be half off. They really should be free because it's not you performing at all.
That's like a impersonator. That's basically
Yeah.
like
Pretty
that's like you going to
pretty
pay
much.
Michael Jackson money to go see a Michael Jackson impersonator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
That's messed up. Now that's
Big
messed
That's
up.
facts.
all the way
Pride.
messed up.
So I want us all to take the time to be honest right now. Right? If you guys had a twin, would you try to get by doing the same
If we
thing?
was
I did have
Huh,
a
Kingy?
twin.
Huh, King?
I did have a twin, and
My
we
twin
did.
stream for my twin used to stream for me all the time. Come out ringing bells and all that. You know what I'm
Please
saying?
don't take him serious, y'all. Please don't. Because he already got my gullible behind. Don't take him serious. Please don't.
Um,
But would you guys, seriously, would y'all try to take advantage? Like, if y'all had a twin and y'all had a talent and you were making money off of it, but You know, you couldn't be
You
in
know
this
who else
set
did that?
place.
The
I wouldn't.
Morris twins did that.
I
I'm pretty
wouldn't.
sure you
My twins
wouldn't.
be with me. Like if we into the same type of stuff, then they gonna be the face of the brand with me. Like even if they don't have the exact same talent, like they can do something, so they gonna know we twins. I wouldn't do that.
The Morris twins did that in the I don't know if y'all know who they are. They twins in the NBA. They used to be on the same team in the Celtics. But they used to do that in I think high school or elementary school. They used to take play for one another if the other one was injured. Because one wasn't on.
So pretty, would you?
I just
Pretty, would you
told
do
you
it?
I had a twin, and yes, we did do that. We
Oh
did it a
my
lot.
god! Did you
I
ever
would
make
do
her
it.
go on dates for you?
Yeah, we did all kind of stuff
Not
for
to
each
go
other
on
though.
dates.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that later.
I,
We're
would-
gonna
I
have to
would
talk
I
about
would do it, but I wouldn't do it to that caliber of like he gotta perform for me. Like you feel me? Nah, I'll do it like to a girl or some shit. Like
okay. I'm done. All right. So for those that are just tuning
We did
in,
that.
yeah, welcome to welcome to Anonymously Ari every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for pulling up. Shout out to my amazing co-host Kingy and my special guest Fit to Lit, Pretty Seductress, and Pit. Make sure you guys hit them with the fave. We discussed 50 Cent and his response to his son Marquise Jackson. Um, Basically saying that 6,700 a month is not enough to live or survive in New York City. And then last but not least, we just discussed Akon admitting that his brother is not even his hype man anymore, but he substitutes for him when it comes to performances. So
stunt double.
they should, yeah, that's the best way to put it. So our next story is about Kanye West false claiming George Floyd's death, and it's spurring up a lawsuit. So, a medical examiner ruled that police officers' restraint of Floyd and compression of his neck were the primary causes of his death. George Floyd's family is considering suing Ye, the rapper formerly known as Kanye West, for making false claims about Floyd's death. A prominent civil rights lawyer said. In a recent appearance on the hip hop podcast Drink Champs, the rapper and fashion designer questioned the cause of Floyd's death, suggesting that it was due to fentanyl use and not by Derek Chauvin, the former Minneapolis police officer who knelt on Floyd's neck for 9.5 minutes and was convicted of murder. Chauvin's knee wasn't even on his neck like that, Ye said. The interview had been viewed nearly 2 million times on YouTube as of Monday afternoon. Ye said his claims were backed by a documentary by conservative commentator Candace Owens. His remarks drew widespread condemnation, including from civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, who tweeted Sunday, "While one can't defend the dead, the family of George Floyd is considering suit for Kanye's false statements about the manner of his death." Merritt said Monday that he had been contacted Sunday by Floyd's brother about whether legal action can be taken to prevent Ye from repeating rebunked claims about Floyd's death. Merritt said it is also working into whether Owens can be sued on similar grounds as well. The officers encountered Floyd on May 25th, 2020, outside of a convenience store where he allegedly used a fake $20 bill to buy cigarettes. Video of Floyd's final moments were taken by bystanders. So, my question is this another publicity stunt for Kanye?
Yeah, as always, it's, I get tired of talking about him. I'm gonna
It
just
gets
be honest.
worse and
It gets
You
worse
know
so
why?
and
yeah,
worse.
Because
it gets
how
old.
long ago did George Floyd die? Like 3, 4 years ago.
Yes.
Like why would you spark? Like he just knows what to say to spark people up. That's it.
Hmm.
He knows what to do. He knows what
He's
to say. He
Donald
knows what to
Trump.
wear. He even knows what to wear. He wears big suits that don't even fit him. Like some dude that's like 8 feet tall. Like you feel me? Like come on now. We're not playing with him. We're not listening to Kanye.
But to say something so far fetched like
But
he
why
died
wait
from
so
an overdose,
long?
right,
But that's
right.
what they do, though.
Yeah,
That's what they do. They wait for
George.
years to roll stuff out that has no meaning. The people been gone for years, but to bash their life or make them look bad, they go trying to bring up supposedly demons or devils that they had, which is crazy. Let that man rest in peace. He gone. Worry about them officers who did it and keep it
Mhm.
moving. Like his family didn't cause enough mess. Like, why, Kanye? And you share the same skin we do and just act like you don't. Like, make it make sense.
Because he's
Mhm.
acting just like the media. They just want to put stuff out
Yes.
there whenever a black person passes away, no matter what the reason is, if it's some type of brutality or whatever the case may be, they always want to look up their past record and see what they
Mm-hmm.
done been into or what
Right.
trouble they done got
Right.
into.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't got nothing to do with that man's death. Whatever they
Mm-hmm.
did in the past is in the past. Like that didn't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to do with that moment when that person passed away. So
Facts.
he's
I
just being
think
like the media, just trying to bring up extra stuff. Like it was irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
my thing is even if he did take fentanyl, like if that day wasn't his first time. So out of all
Facts.
the times he gonna overdose on fentanyl is when this cop got his knee in his neck
Yeah.
for nine
Facts.
minutes. For
Facts.
not knowing if this man got respiratory problems, none of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Like, and even if you don't, that could be that's a grown man on your back with all his weight on your
Mm-hmm.
that's pressure on your chest, your neck. Like,
Right.
come on, what you
Everything.
mean? Anybody
Everything.
gonna
On
be
concrete. On concrete at that.
like if
Right.
anything, if anything, the least you could make him pass out. Like you could like he could faint or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. So like don't make no excuse for this man. Get I'm trying not to curse in your show. Don't make no excuse for this man.
I'm trying to.
Nah,
I've been over here trying so hard, Ari. I think I did good so far.
nah, for real, that's one of them. That's one of them subjects, man. You know what I'm saying? It hit real close to home because
Yeah,
it could have been any one of us. You know,
right.
Mm-hmm.
any one of us.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing, all right. So my whole take on that situation is like, y'all still listening to Kanye? Like this man, he just out here
Facts.
talking because he know what to say to get people riled up, just to
Mhm.
remain relevant. And that's his whole game.
Mm-hmm.
He really needs help, and that's for real. But George Floyd, let me see, George Floyd was murdered May 25th, 2020. By the way, look, just throw that in there. And what's his name? The officer that was arrested,
Hmm.
he was charged. He was guilty. It was a guilty verdict. And on 3 charges against Derek Chauvin, a white former Minneapolis police who killed George Floyd, an unarmed black man on the 20th of April. But yeah, I really, for me, that whole situation for him to make light of it it really hurts the community. It really hurts
Mm-hmm.
the black community. It really hurts
Mm-hmm.
the moving forward part of
Mm-hmm.
what we need to do like as a people in this country or whatever. But he, like I said, he out here, he willing to do anything, say anything to remain relevant. And
Mhm.
whatever he say, his sales for his clothing line or whatever he putting out is going right to the top.
What we doing right now satisfies him.
Yep.
talking
But you
about it.
know what?
He
The
sitting at
Giving
sad
home
thing
right
giving
is
now
him,
though,
smiling.
yep.
the
If
sad
he
thing
was
is though,
watching
it's
this right
working.
now, he'd be like, yes.
The sad thing is it's working because I looked it up the other day. The richest rapper in the United States, and it is freaking Kanye at six point
That's
six
because of
billion.
his. That's because of
At
his.
6.6 billion.
No, that's not because of rap though. That's not because of rap.
No, but I
That's.
know, but I'm just saying, like he's keeping himself
Dang,
relevant.
he over Jay
But
Z.
he
Yeah,
doesn't.
because
He's
Jay
already
I'm
a
gonna
Z
keep
too.
billionaire. Why do
talking
you
about
need to
him.
do this as a
Yeah.
billionaire? Why? You're already like I can understand if you want the clout to get to be a billionaire. You are a billionaire. So much that the person that gave you the name, which was Beanie Siegel, he gave him 4% of the Yeezy brand. 4%. That is millions of dollars.
Right.
You feel me? That's how rich you are. Why do you need the clout? Why?
Rex has said
There's no
Yeezy is
other
crazy.
billionaire. There's no other
That's
billionaire
why.
doing what he's doing. There's no other billionaire doing what he's doing.
Right.
Yikes.
But that's what I said. So like there has been news circling that he's really not that rich. Like he really out here
Yeah,
struggling.
yeah,
And
he
it's
is.
kind of easy to believe that because it's really like the measures he's going to just be relevant. Like it's almost like he's losing his mind. Like he done lost everything.
You see,
And
they just took his money out of
Chase,
the bank.
out of Chase, yeah,
But you
Chase
gotta
closed his
think,
entire
actually,
account.
what they have and what they're worth is two different things.
Yeah,
Because that's
exactly.
what he's
That's true.
worth, but that is not what he got because he can't even
Right.
afford to pay Kim her child support. So yes, that's a whole different other conversation. But because if you really follow him, he has to be relevant because his marriage flopped up and he thought it was gonna be. Well, we all know the Kardashians been had money,
And that's
so
another thing.
you know.
That's another thing. Because he not getting the recognition he was getting from being with a Kardashian. So
Hmm.
you feel me? Just that alone, when he step outside, it's a bunch of paparazzi and all that. It's still that you
Hmm.
realize now when he step out, it's only one man with a camera now
Hmm.
recording. One man, one person. It ain't none of that no more. He not getting none of that no more. Like so.
So my next question was, do you guys believe that he has now taken it too far?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
been
he been took it
taking
too
it far.
far. Exactly. It's
I
been
don't
This
too
know, and
far.
the reason why I asked that way is because I do have conversations with people off this panel about Kanye West, and they swear like he's a saint. He is the smartest, most genius man on this earth, and he is doing everything he's doing for a reason. And I'm like, I get it, but some things are just too far.
At this point, he walking on air because he already stepped off the edge. Like you feel me? Like
I'm
I don't
pretty sure he
understand how
does
he's
have a
still
method to his
walking.
madness,
I mean, he's been
but we
breeded.
don't know what
I
that is
mean,
until it
he
comes
was
out.
breeded to act like Donald Trump, and that's exactly what he acts like. Just the black version. That's all. He can
Yep.
say anything, do anything. I got all this money in there. Guess what? There's nothing that will hurt me. There's nothing that's gonna touch me. That they feel like, you know, that's why he wants to run for
Right.
president.
He thinks somebody trying to kill him too. I could tell from the interview he had what I was talking about when they took his money out the bank. He was standing next to a truck, right? Like I said, it was that one man with the camera, and it was a security behind him, and it was a truck coming past. It was a tow truck, but it made a loud boom noise when it hit a pothole, and that nigga jumped, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna have to talk to you later." Yo, I know that man really think people was coming for him, like for real. He really think people was out for him
Hell
because he
yeah.
was
I
just
can
talking
believe
so
it.
He was talking so regular until he heard that boom. He was like, "Oh nah, I gotta go, bro."
I
Like
can
real
believe
talk.
it. I can
But you
If y'all
believe
gotta
see
it.
that interview,
think,
if y'all ain't see that little, I think it's like a minute.
yeah,
It's a
because
minute
look at
interview.
what
Go
he's
watch it and
going
y'all see what
through.
I'm talking about.
Look at what he's going through, Pete. He's scary all of himself. Look at where he was walking with that baby down that street. He hurried up and grabbed her for no reason. Like, wasn't nobody trying to harm her. But he grabbed her so quick, like, and she looked at him like, Daddy, come on, man. You ain't have to do all that. He know his demons is following him. I mean, they catching
Yeah.
up. It's okay.
I truly believe he's far gone.
Yeah.
So again, welcome everyone to Anonymously Ari every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We already discussed 50 Cent's response to his son Marcus Jackson about $6,700 not being enough monthly to live or survive in New York City. We talked about Akon before performing as a double with his brother whenever he's absent for his show. And we just finished up discussing Kanye West falsely claiming George Floyd's death. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Kingy, my amazing co-host, and we're gonna go ahead and discuss sports teams.
Yo, who all in this thing? Who all in this thing? Hold up. Shout out to the panel one more time. Pick the ladies, fit lit, pretty seductress in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody up here. You know how we start this sports talk off, man. Who y'all football team? Football ain't
You
looking.
not made the Kansas City Chiefs, period. Everybody know
Who
about
y'all
that, girl.
football team?
Both of my New York teams doing good this year, Jets and
We
Giants.
were just talking about that earlier. All right, so so basketball season just started yesterday too. So who y'all
Mm-hmm.
basketball team? What's up?
Did you see how Golden State whipped on the Lakers?
I don't have a fave.
I don't have a
I
fave.
love
I
I
just
love
saw the
watching,
love
but I don't
highlights,
have a
basketball.
fave.
but
Yeah,
I'm
I don't
not
have a fave.
surprised. Yeah, I'm not surprised. All right, y'all, but we're gonna talk about one of the biggest football, one of the biggest scandals in like Mississippi corruption, the Brett Favre scandal. If you have not heard, Hall of Fame quarterback Brett Favre is basically in connection in a welfare scandal involving misappropriation of roughly 77 million. Favre, who has not been criminally charged, he denies knowing anything about where the money went and this, that, and the third. But it's text messages between him and the governor of Mississippi that clearly, he's asking the governor, and I'm paraphrasing, he's asking the governor just straight up, hey, like, if I get this money, will it come back on, like, knowing that knowing that he knew that it was illegal. Let's just put it like that. All right. Um, and let's talk about this money and put it into perspective. Like, it's $77 million from the state of Mississippi, uh, welfare money. Only, all right. So 11,000 people applied for welfare, but only like 260 something people got welfare assistance in the state of Mississippi, the United States poorest state. So, yeah. Hey, yeah. If you have not heard about that, what's y'all take on that? How you feel about that? Because, I mean, to me,
I
for
just
nobody not to be talking about this,
I just want to know, like, what did he do with that much money?
well, what did he do? He funneled some money through one of his companies, like I think they said. Let me see. Uh, 5 million for the new facility at his daughter's school, which was
I,
his it was also the governor at the time. The governor actually resigned, but they both went to Mississippi State University.
Can I say something about this?
Yeah, what's up?
Yo, these athletes, whether white or black, orange, brown, green, whatever they are people just like us. Listen, when we say you got a job, right? Like say me, I got a job and I got a few side hustles. You feel me? Like people make plans. Even whether it's legal or illegal. These people are, like I said, they people like. The rich try to make themselves richer and stay rich. You feel me? He know he ain't gonna be throwing that football the rest of his life. he tried to get him a get rich forever. You feel me? Like he ain't no different from us. I'd have did the same shit. Like
I
you
get
feel me?
it.
When Corona hit, and remember I'm from New York, the home of the scammers. You feel me? Like everybody scam over here. You feel me? So I can't say nothing about him scamming on that. You feel me? So
look at it from this
I'm on
Does
his
it
perspective.
side.
make it right though
That's
that
messed
everybody does
up.
it?
I mean, I can see what
That's
you're
messed
saying
up.
from a street perspective, but look at it from
Right, I'm the street.
the other side, right? Okay, he was also paid like a million, like I think it was like 1.5 to make speeches with some of the welfare money. He never made no speeches, never went to none of the community
Oh
centers
yeah,
or none of that.
that's the part I forgot. It's welfare money.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
welfare.
you exactly. You stealing
Yeah.
from the poor. You stealing from the
Oh, I'm
poor.
sorry, y'all. That's the part I forgot.
That's
I
the
am not on his
lowest of
side.
the low.
I
You
wouldn't
stealing
even do
from the
that.
poor.
And I'm not even a millionaire. I wouldn't do that to welfare. That's
He's
crazy.
already a millionaire. And he like, all right, well, I can
Right.
steal from these poor
Right.
people too.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
because they don't
crazy.
care. They don't care. They
Nah,
don't care. If you pay
That's
attention to the system is set up for our color to feel like we need welfare. So if we can take it from them, which it ain't us that need it more, because it's
Mhm.
us that's really
Mhm.
getting them bags. You know what I'm saying? But you
this is a
got people
redneck we
who
talking.
they don't care. Like okay, say like the stars, like they be rich, like Kanye. You rich, but you want to be richer, so you scam. I mean, that's what they do. They scam you. They scam artists.
That's sad.
It is sad. It's really sad.
I don't ever wanna be that financially greedy.
Me
I can't
either.
expect
Right.
I can't
Right.
expect him to care about black people now. You know, think about who we talk about. This is a redneck that we talking about. So this is a redneck that we talking about. He comes
But
from,
still,
you feel me? Like he's not gonna care about us. People that look
exactly. That's the point. But his kind is the one he's stealing from because they're on it more than our kind is. They taking it more from our kind and making us get out there and actually work. But our kind is the ones owning businesses now, left and right.
Mhm.
Like we starting to take the smart of the street and the book and put them together and stand together for what we really should be standing for anyway.
Right.
So when it's all said and done, if everybody continues to do that, oh, trust and believe, they're gonna keep stealing from their kind because they gonna need it, you know.
Right.
Right.
That
So
part, just like that.
hmm Entrepreneurship is a trend. Everybody named mama own businesses, and they doing pretty good though. Especially if you got clothes and stuff people want.
Yeah, but
In a way, it can kind of be a good thing, just saying, because like a lot of people, they have these ideas in their head, but they won't step out and do it because they're stuck on the system. So
hmm
they're using that as a crutch. But
hmm
if you ain't got no other choice and you forced to go out
hmm
there and get it, look at you now. You owning your own business. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But they
so.
did us like that. They forced us because think about it. When you go in there and try to get governments, they gonna ask you everything from the fine tooth
Mhm.
comb in your bathroom.
Exactly.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like well, you didn't ask them questions. So
Right.
make
Right.
it make sense. Okay, well, that's you telling me it's not for me. Okay, right on.
shout out to entrepreneurship for real, for real.
Right.
Right.
Shout out to y'all. Do you have another story for us, Kingy?
uh, I got another one. Uh, let's see. So, former ESPN Rachel Nichols. Y'all might not watch ESPN like that. Pete might know.
I watch
ESPN,
ESPN.
You watch ESPN? Okay, well, my
Yes,
bad,
I
big
do.
dog. My bad, big dog. Look, Rachel Nichols, who used to be on ESPN, she claims
Mhm.
she was being spied on in her hotel room when a live feed kept running, and she was caught on hot mic um, saying the N word. I think we talked about this story, um, but at the end of the day, I some new stuff surfaced about it's supposed to be the NBA is trying to cover it up, and she's about to sue the NBA in a civil suit. Um, see, basically just give y'all a little perspective. Uh, she was in her room um, after a sit. She didn't know that the mic was still being recorded. She was talking about a former employee, and basically she was saying that uh,
That end this, that end that.
she basically all she did was mention that her bosses were trying to replace her because of her race, and she gave the woman of color, her flowers, as we say. But just the fact that she mentioned her, it was an issue. So basically, what's y'all take on that? I mean, y'all think that's fishy. What y'all think? Pete, you heard this story already about Rachel Nichols, why she disappeared off NBA TV and all that. She had her
No,
own show.
I ain't hear about this.
I did. And here's my thing on it, because again, they scam artists and they scandalous. You know what I'm saying? They be in the back in the cuts. That's why it's important to stay up on all type of news, y'all. I don't care regardless on what it is. Like he said, most of us probably don't watch ESPN. But if you watch ESPN, they are some of the most crookedest commentators ever. Like you really gotta pay attention because they ain't no better than the rest of them. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, why she, to me, I feel like just taking her job wasn't enough because, for the simple fact, we got Brittany Griner stuck overseas and we ain't trying to go get her, and she is of a color. So I feel
Right,
some type of way, me
right,
personally.
That's a fact.
right.
They're
not
not
re-
trying to. They don't
Not
want
the
to
lawsuit
negotiate.
gonna re-counsel her. Yeah, so
But the
I mean,
crazy thing is, do y'all think she gonna end up winning that lawsuit just because of how the
Mm-mm,
system
I'm
set up?
gonna say
mm-mm.
I'm gonna say you never know because
That's true.
the NBA is corrupt, and
Mm-hmm.
so her anger is,
True.
how y'all gonna make me the scapegoat for years of, like kind of oppression or whatever, or just them going through they had their own type of racism.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But
Appreciate
you're
that.
right. It could go either way. You definitely right about that. Just dealing with the society that we deal with. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely agree.
So hold on. You said they let her go, right?
Yeah, they
Mhm.
let her go.
Yeah,
All
they
right,
let her
so
go. They fired her.
this was in 2020.
Hmm.
Ironically, it was
Oh,
2020. Yeah, they let her go. But I
They
mean,
let who go?
They let Rachel
Rachel
go.
Nichols. That's
Yeah,
what her
they let
name
her.
is.
ESPN let
And
her go.
now she works for
Oh,
Showtime. She does she works over there for Showtime. She just recently did an interview with All the Smoke. If you ever seen All the Smoke with
Hmm.
Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Yeah, the All the Smoke podcast they do on Showtime. But yeah, she got her own show about to come on Showtime or whatever. So she good, but I mean, I'm like, look, I want that money, cause y'all had me messed up.
right.
I could definitely
Yeah.
understand that.
Mhm.
You know. But yeah,
That's it for sports
That's what
team.
I'm
that's
saying,
all
because
we
she
got
didn't
for
think
the
she was gonna get
sports.
exposed. That's my thing, though.
Nah, I mean, but yeah. I feel. I mean, it could that's debatable though too though. So yeah.
Why would you talk into to a recording
Nah, so she was on the phone. All right,
that you
so
don't think somebody is going to let somebody else listen to?
all
Why
right, so
wouldn't you
she
take
was
I
all
on
do.
the
that off?
phone.
Why wouldn't
Yeah,
you
why
even
wouldn't you
take
take
it
that
off?
off?
Because
I
you
don't
knew
know.
your mic wires and stuff was still plugged. Come on now,
Yes.
quit playing. You were
Mm-mm.
still plugged up. Your wires were still connected.
So
No.
if you, so okay, so if that was the case, that she knew that her mic was still on, she was being recorded, what would be her purpose in doing that?
Right.
Because she
I'm
didn't
sure.
care. I mean, look, she waited now to say they tried to cover it up and you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They try to cover up to resurface. That's all.
Nah, facts, son.
Okay.
Facts. Big facts. But yeah, man, that's all we got for the sports. And shout out to the panel again. Shout out to Ari and this thing. Shout out to everybody up in here. Y'all know what time it is.
And thank you guys again for pulling up and showing me love and support. I greatly appreciate that. Um, so that's it for celebrity tea and sports tea. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ask that you guys go ahead and close out by introducing yourselves to anybody else that may have just walked in. Let them know where and how they can find you if you have anything going on. And Fit to Lit, we're gonna start with you, my love.
Hey y'all, I'm Fit Too Lit. I typically stream weekend nights around 10 o'clock Eastern. You might catch me during the week here and there. I boxed out a little bit, here and there. But you can also hit up my Instagram. I do workouts. I post my workouts online. Working on my personal trainer certification. So once I get that going, y'all make sure y'all just stay in tune to my pages. That's it.
Thank you. I appreciate you, mama.
Thank you.
Pretty seductress. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm pretty seductress, also pretty chocolate, so tap in. I stream kind of whenever I want to, because I have a lot of stuff going on. I do sell custom t-shirts and stuff, so tap in if y'all want some. On top of that, I do have a comedy show coming very, very soon. And y'all can just catch me around these streets.
Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. And Pitt,
Last but not least, it's your boy Pitt. They call me Pitt. My name Pitt Bully. Don't pay attention to the brim love I got bought in the auction. But yeah, I'm the host of Ghetto Night School every Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Also the co-host and one of the judges of the Getting Lit show, hosted by my boy right here, King of Diamonds, 9 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday. And other than that, I'm in these streets. You feel me? Like, or you go catch me in one of my circle lives. You feel me? Like that's I don't go too far. I'll be in my circle. So if you want to be in that circle, pull up on me. Not in.
thank you, Pitt. I appreciate you. And last but not least, the amazing King of Diamonds.
Big P Bully, pretty seductress, fit lit, and Ari, man. Man, it was a hell of a show. Shout out to everybody that came through. Y'all know what time it is. Check me out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We got Throwback Thursday going on in the morning time. Get lit tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't be late. I'm out of here. Shout out to Ari, big Ari.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Kingy. And again, and this is Anonymously Ari. Every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I appreciate all y'all for pulling up. Thank you so, so much. Had an amazing, amazing, amazing panel. If any of you guys are interested in being a special guest, be sure to hit me up on Instagram. Yes, CJ, you missed it. But make sure you guys click on my Instagram page, read my bio, and click on the link in my bio. It leads you to my YouTube channel, which will showcase you all the episodes. So you guys won't feel like you missed a thing. So yes, every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, make sure you guys are in the building on time. So you guys don't miss anything. Tonight was fun. We lit. We very, very much so lit. Um, I'll probably be on in the next